Do you know what I like to do on Monday nights? I like to look at some baseball cards. All right, guys, so I went to the Charleston, South Carolina card show this weekend. I made a video you may have seen, and I wanted to show you the 2 cards that I picked up. Also, at the very end of this video, my contest has ended. I'm going to be going live on Thursday night at 9 o'clock with some special guests. We're going to go over and talk about different ideas you all presented, you that entered. And we're going to do the drawing live on that live. And at the end here, I will go over everybody that I have listed in the contest. I don't want anybody to miss out. Now, most people did not tag me in the video or put in the comments that they made a video. So I don't want to have missed any. So I'm going to go over everyone I have, everybody I've entered. If you've made a response video, if you made a VR for me, please let me know. Put the link in the description here so that I can see it and enter you. All right. I did something I never did before at this card show. I bought 2 non-sports cards. So I got this really cool relic. And this is Martha Washington, Mary Lincoln, and Jacqueline Kennedy. And it has relics of like either newspaper articles or their diary or letters. Martha Washington there is handwritten. I don't know. I thought this was pretty cool, so I picked it up. And, man, this is awesome. And it's old. It's from 1898. It's Stolwerk, a German card of Mozart. I thought it was cool. As always, I want to show you some random cards and some cards I put in my holders. Here is a 1936 Worldwide Gum. For those who don't know, this set was out of Canada. And as is the case with all baseball cards, vintage baseball cards out of Canada back in the day, they are scarce. And this is Charlie Gehringer. And it's one of the greatest looks on a baseball card. Looks like he has some attitude there. That's what they look like on the back if you've never seen one. From 1961 Topps. Got the Sporting News, Roger Maris, All-Star here. These are high numbered and tough. Tough set to find, tough cards to find centered too. I thought that was a nice example. From 1971, Barrett and Company, Pele. Here are a few reholders I did. Here's a Joey Porter rookie card. Of course, his son is playing great for us right now. This is a future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Cam Hayward. I remember growing up, his father, Ironhead Hayward, was a big star at Pitt. Later played for the Saints, played in the NFL. And he used to do those, was it Irish Springs commercials where he was in the shower with a bar of soap? I could still remember them. But he got hurt at Pitt. And I remember he got himself into trouble in college. He like beat the pizza boy with his crutch or something. Got into a fight. It's these guys. Another Cam Hayward rookie card. He's such a good dude, Cam Hayward. Here is a Jennifer Capriati. I watched her in this marathon match. I was laying in bed one night watching this tennis match, and she was playing Martina Hingis. And Martina Hingis was taking it to her, and she was on match point. She was down to her last point. And Jennifer here came back and beat her. I couldn't believe it. It's like the greatest comeback in tennis I ever watched. And it was a super hot night. And they were sweating. And they had these t-shirts on. Man, it was like watching the Playboy Channel. It was like watching a wet t-shirt contest. I'll never forget that match. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but it was insane. They were soaking wet. Their shirts were sticking to them. And this was just a marathon match. These two women had to be exhausted. The Nigerian Nightmare. Sports Illustrated for kids. She was a good tennis player and very pretty. Maria Sharapova. This was from a magazine I used to get back in the early 2000s. And it was called Sports Collector Magazine. Investor Magazine, I mean. It was an investor magazine, but they always had cards of up-and-coming athletes. And so I would get it for the cutout cards. Many of you may have seen these gold cards here. I have a whole bunch of them. In fact, I think I still have some magazines with cards still in there somewhere. John Randall. He was a beast, and he had that black around his eyes. Here's Venus Williams, Sports Illustrated for kids. Got to see her play here in Charleston. My wife worked for Volvo, and they sponsored it, and she was in charge of it for the company. And we used to get the box, and it was a nice setup. Good gig. It was good while I had it. James Ferrier. He came to the Steelers and was a staple at middle linebacker, and he was a great one. Cool rookie card there. This is a 2004 Tom Brady. Here's a cool Warren Moon, and it shows him with the Oilers, but the Vikings emblem is on it. 3D card. Man, he was good. They invented the run and shoot. They had that run and shoot offense, and man, they didn't have a defense. And they would have to score 40 or 50 points every game to win. And who remembers that playoff game when the Bills came back and beat them? I turned that game off, and I turned it back on in like the fourth quarter. I couldn't believe what I was watching. With a backup quarterback. What was his first name? Frank Wright. What a game. Greatest comeback in playoff history. Here's a Panini stamp of James Harrison. And I have this Mayo cut plug of James Harrison. Classic James Harrison look on his face there. Now, this guy is a great quarterback. Josh Allen. This is numbered 280. Man, he threw 5 touchdowns yesterday and lost. He's a really good quarterback. I'm not looking forward to having to face him in the playoffs. But we are now, I think we're now tied with them for 2nd seed in the AFC, my Pittsburgh Steelers. This guy is the best young quarterback I have seen in a long time. Best rookie quarterback. I would say Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes didn't start his rookie season. He started his 2nd season, so can't compare him to him. I'm telling you, this guy has talent. I think he's so good. That's Bo Nix. I picked up a few cards. And here's his Gridiron Kings. And I opened me a box of 2024 Chrome Update Topps Baseball. And I got some good pulls. I'm real happy with this box. But I got the Jackson triplets. Jackson Merrill. Jackson Holiday. And Jackson Churio. Has it ever happened where 3 of the top prospects coming up had the same first name? Pretty interesting. That's what I have for you. Now I want to go over all the names of who I have to enter in my contest to do the drawing Thursday night. If you don't hear your name, please let me know and point me to your video. All right, here we go. Orlando, A Collector's Dream. John Reckoning, you did a short, but it was in the spirit of the contest. So Warren D in CLE. Ziggy No. Godlike Collectibles. Hodges 1455. Just George. Vintage Sports Shack. Vintage Dave T. Brett Richards in baseball cards. Theo Clemente Collector. Lonely Basement baseball cards. Midlife Sports cards, Greg. Return to Collecting. Darren, you're in. Lou Rock TV. Henry S., you're in. Ken's Cardboard, you're in. White Sox Fan Card Collector. Math Bowler. BD Kane 721. Clean Cheap Shots. Drew, you're in. Dustin and Blake. Hop Hop Professor. Stooks Baseball Cards and Curiosities. JP Wisco. Bader's Hobby Life. Splendid Sports Cards. Concrete Buddy. Adams Card Closet. USA Cards. Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. Diamond Gems 45. Cardboard and Plastic. Topps 85401 here. RJ Collects Sets. Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. Hello, everybody. I love doing his opening. Mark's Dodgers cards and Value Vintage cards. That's everybody I have. So if I didn't call your name, please, I want to enter you. I can't do that if I don't know about you. I don't know that you did a video. So let me know. And if you could put a link in the comments, that'd be great. All right, that's what I have for you. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me.